Love is truly in the air again. Yes, in spite of everyone getting hyped over Dying Light, Elden Ring, and the grimmest of the other grim dark stuff out there, we tend to forget that February is all about the honey and the lovey-dovey. So this time around, we're putting down our controllers and keyboards for at least a couple of hours so we find ways to spend time with those who make up our better halves, even if that better half is still just you. Hey, hashtag Single Awareness Day, am I right? It's a thing, okay? It's on the script. It is canon and we're moving on. So what better way to spend that quality time than getting comfy and binging some good-ass anime, right? Now we're pretty sure you're all up to date with the current brand new seasons and season enders. But what about a few classics? A few classics that fit the theme. With anime having the power to both break barriers and tug on your heartstrings, we couldn't think of anything else to bring people closer together. Hey guys, I'm Naisu with Ungeek, and whether you've got the whole day to yourselves or just a couple of hours, we've got categories. Since you were kind enough to provide suggestions, allow us to do the rest. Please enjoy our short and sweet list of the best anime to watch with your significant other this Valentine's Day. Ian recommends Mamoru Hosada's The Dragon and Freckled Princess, or Belle internationally, for being quite the enjoyable anime with a nice official soundtrack. Well, nice would be an understatement. The soundtrack absolutely slaps. Which makes sense in such a well-crafted, music-centered anime reimagining of Beauty and the Beast. It's a story about Suzu Naito, a girl struggling with loss, resentment, and the trauma that both can bring. What follows is a journey through a virtual world, encounters with a more draconic version of the Beast, and finally finding the strength to sing again. It's a timely anime, given the prevalence of technology, metaverses, and to some extent, VTubers.
Yes.
Studio Chizu pulled off all the stops in crafting a world that has such a huge contrast from reality, and makes sure to show the difference through Suzu's day-to-day and, of course, Belle's stardom. Mamoru Hosada manages to tie everything together, a retelling shaped into its own heartfelt story, a colorful spectacle that's an absolute feast for your eyes, and just lots of really, really good music. The 14-minute standing ovation at the Cannes Film Festival is reason enough to check out this tale as old as time. Now, if you can wholeheartedly compare your girlfriend to the waifu in your favorite series, it's a no-brainer. Good job, Kenji, but good luck when Pat sees this. Toradora is hands down a classic. While it's not your typical slice-of-life anime, it does show the reality of how things don't always go according to plan, yet everything still works out. We follow the teenage shenanigans between Ryuji Takasu and Taiga Aisaka in a will they or won't they back and forth that's both heartwarming and hilarious. You pretty much know how things go in this case, but it's always about the journey and not the destination. It's an anime that takes you back to those good old high school days of youth, and with 25 episodes plus an OVA, you'll have a lot of time to reflect. It manages to strike that balance between comedy and drama, with the concept of falling in love being its central theme. However, the best part of Toradora is the dynamic that all of its characters share. It's a colorful cast brimming with personality and realistic teenagery ways that they deal with their problems, no matter how big or how small. It's a refreshing take from the usual coming-of-youth romantic anime. This is definitely worth the binge.
Who are you? A great big soot gremlin?
Now, this is a tough one. The unanimous decision was basically any Studio Ghibli film. Do y'all know how much that actually helps narrowing things down? Yeah, quite. Thankfully, Just In arrived just in time with a tiebreaker, and we're sure a lot of you would agree with his choice. My Neighbor Totoro is a great relaxing watch that gives us a clear view of how the joys of rural life would be with a little bit of magic and mysticism. It's a classic for a reason, and we're not just talking about how it's Studio Ghibli's actual logo. It shows a very real world, but the way it's portrayed gives us just the right amount of escapism, from the rustic house near the wilderness to the literal cat bus. Satsuki, Mei, and Totoro make up the iconic trio of characters that brought love, laughs, and life to all of our hearts, no matter the age. As expected from the legendary Oji-chan Hayao Miyazaki, the themes of animism and Shintoism make their presence felt in this well-crafted story and make for a very satisfyingly strange atmosphere that pulls you right in. While it came out in the 80s, the animation more than holds up, and the scenes will always be memorable. My Neighbor Totoro is a heartwarming story of a couple of rambunctious siblings who managed to make a new, very special friend during a time of uncertainty and worry. We've all had those moments, and it's always nice to share a smile with people you genuinely care about.
それともこの俺にしてみる？いっちゃう？
Now, for something a bit more lighthearted, as suggested by Cassie, we hope you're ready to kiss, fall in love, because our in high school host club is next up on the chopping block. Long story short, it's hours of comedy, a teensy bit of sexual tension, and genuine character development with Haruhi Fujioka and her quirky band of host club senpais, especially Tamaki. The overarching theme parodies the cliches and stereotypes of your usual shoujo anime and manga as seen in the personalities of each host club member. Now, while the show never runs out of hilarious moments, it never fails to focus on the importance of being the best version of yourself and treating others with decency. If you're looking to create a highlight reel of all the anime's side-splitting moments, you'll likely be re-uploading all 26 episodes. The charm of the show lies in how it manages to keep itself so funny while actually telling stories where lessons are learned. The jokes are tasteful, the comedic timing is perfect, and the characters will definitely be memorable once you give this anime a shot. Whether it be subs or dubs, you can't go wrong. Hey, just thought I'd mention that one.
あの日、星が降った日、それはまるで
夢の景色のように、ただひたすらに 美しい眺めだった。
Joshua and Brissa just named an anime movie staple that's a must-watch every Valentine's Day, just out of respect for Makoto Shinkai, the true owner of all our feelings. If you're looking for a love story that literally transcends time and space, then Your Name is what you're looking for. Mitsuha and Taki are two people from different timelines who somehow find each other in the strangest way. Now, after learning a little bit more about each other and themselves, they set out on a journey to finally be together. Now, if they only knew each other's names, things might be a little bit easier. In typical Makoto Shinkai fashion, this is definitely a feels trip, and everyone's welcome to join. The feels here are the good kind, trust me. It's not like the 5 centimeters per second, I promise. Your Name is a beautiful anime from how the characters are animated to how well they blend into their equally beautiful settings. It's the perfect complement to the emotional satisfaction that you'll get after its 107 minutes of runtime. This is the perfect example of how powerful of a force love is and how one's desire to be with one another will straight up break the laws of time and space just to make the dream a reality. It's poetic, sure, but then again, Your Name is just that good.
名前書いとこうぜ。ほら。
Now, we didn't expect such a diverse selection of anime that you'd want to binge with your significant other, but to make things clear, any anime is a valid choice. It's all about what you truly like and what allows you to share that bond on such a special day. We've merely given you a few suggestions just in case you've already seen most of what's new. So, for that, you're most welcome. So there you have it, the best anime to watch with your significant other this Valentine's Day, Commenters Edition. We'll be doing this a bit more often moving forward, so feel free to join the party over at facebook.com/ungeekph. We always look forward to doing these Commenters Edition posts and videos and always enjoy hearing from you guys there. So again, thank you. I am Nicey with Ungeek. Happy Hearts Day, and please try to behave yourselves.